Welcome to Shark Tank, Pixar Edition. Who are the sharks? Mickey Mouse is Disney's oldest character and the mascot of the Disney Empire. Following Mickey's advice, Disney bought out Pixar in 2006 for $7.4 billion, and since has been pressuring their animators to ramp up the speed of film production. Steve Jobs is best known for being the founder and leader of a little company called Apple. But little did you know, Steve Jobs has also served as the CEO of Pixar. He championed the company's culture of creativity and played an integral role in the negotiations between Pixar and Disney. Lastly, the lamp is an international symbol of Pixar, the company that brought you your favorite films like Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., and Up. You know it as the hopping desk lamp included in the corporate logo. They're here to judge solutions to Pixar's problems, including their slow production of movies, their reliance on sequels to make a profit, and the loss of their creativity that made them a household name. First up is Mike Wazowski. He's a little monster with a mean attitude. Known for his skills in scaring young innocent children when they're alone sleeping in their tighty-whities, he's a master of one-eyed freaks. Today, he hopes to help save Pixar with an invention he claims is downright terrifying, but in a good way.
Hi, gents and lamp. I am here today to tell our company how to get back on the creativity dragon. Or was it wagon? Anyways, I think that my idea is really going to knock those pesky animators at DreamWorks dead. My creation is going to revolutionize the industry. It's going to be the shebang at the party, the hero of the day, the squirrel's acorn. It's really going to be like, wowza! Get it, Wazowski?
Yes, we get it. Will you please just get to your idea already?
Alright, before I get to my idea though, I want to let you all know how much research I did on our company to come up with a solution. It was a lot of work to investigate the company after scaring children all day at Monsters, Inc. But after 2 months of sleepless nights and Monster Energy drinks, I did it. Based on my research, I discovered the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of Pixar. So let's go over each one, and at the end, you'll see why my idea is really going to have us made. Although our company is in a bit of a hot spot right now, we still have plenty of strengths to fall back on. First of all, our employees at Pixar are brilliant. Our company has some of the most talented movie animators, and we even give them the opportunity to continually develop their skills at our own Pixar University. Pixar also uses top-of-the-line computer graphics software to create its movies and is always on the lookout for the newest technology to make its characters more and more lifelike. Although, I look pretty good. Don't you guys agree? Pixar's use of the best technology, as well as great, creative storylines that deliver heartwarming messages, have allowed it to earn a reputation for high-quality movies. Take, for example, Monsters, Inc. You put a ton of scary monsters on the screen, added a cute little human girl, and what did you get? One of the most tear-jerking family films of the century. Wowza, I don't even know how you all do it sometimes. Lastly, Pixar has a unique, innovative company culture and phenomenal leadership team that inspires employees to think outside the box, work hard, and develop amazing films every time. I gotta give it to you, Steve. You are really the best. Can I get your signature after this? I know I've been asking for the last 3 years, but what are you gonna do? Reject me when I'm standing right here?
We'll see.
Oh boy! Okay, I'm gonna shine my head real quick after this, and then we can head over to the tattoo parlor down the street and make it official. Anyways, back to my research. Now I'm going to go over the weaknesses of Pixar. One of the largest setbacks here is the length of time that it takes to make a movie. Because of the company's dedication to producing only the high-quality movies, our animators focus on perfecting every nitty-gritty detail. With such high standards, Pixar has only been able to pump out one movie a year. This has resulted in high revenue volatility. In addition, with all the cutting-edge technology and top talent needed to make a Pixar film, the cost of producing a movie is pretty high. This means that if any of our movies turn out to be a big flop, the good dinosaur, the company risks a huge loss. Lastly, ever since Mickey here took over, we've been pressured to ramp up the production of our movies. The creativity needed to create great original films, however, takes time. As a result, Pixar has become more reliant on producing sequels instead of original films. Although you think people would love to see me in every movie they watch, movie critics have been giving us a lot of heat about the originality of our recent movies. Considering the expanding middle classes of emerging markets such as China and India, there's a whole new world of customers out there that are willing to buy tickets to see our movies. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view, no one to tell us. No? Is that not the right song? Well, this is awkward. Another great opportunity we have is to open a Pixar theme park. With Disney's success in the field, we have all the resources we need to make it happen. Imagine all the children we could scare. Oh, and not to mention the millions of dollars we can make from their parents. If these aren't enough, there's also the possibility of expanding into the video game industry. We could make Pixar-themed games and make me the star of every one of them. They would sell like crazy. And last but not least, we have the threats. It's no secret that our largest competitor is DreamWorks Animation. Even though they've been in the movie-making business for a few years, they've been able to make 13 more movies than Pixar. And although everyone can agree that Pixar definitely has better storylines, DreamWorks has created quite a few blockbuster hits, such as Madagascar, Shrek, and Kung Fu Panda. Another factor that makes DreamWorks a large competitor is their use of celebrity voice actors. With names such as Brad Pitt, Jack Black, and Ben Stiller, who wouldn't want to see their movies? I mean, come on, is Billy Crystal the best you could do? I'd kill to have Brad Pitt's voice. Another threat in the movie industry is increasing digital piracy. Kids nowadays are experts with technology and are growing up into master hackers who don't have any respect for digital media rights. Just in the US alone, 70% of citizens are said to pirate movies actively. This is a major problem that production studios such as Pixar will have to face if they want to be able to afford making new movies. If digital piracy were a monster, man, he might scare more children than Sully. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. In order to help Pixar overcome its weaknesses and scary industry threats, I've created this!
What is it?
It's a creativity monster repellent. It will keep all those monsters from sucking out our animators' creativity at night when they are sleeping. This way, they will have enough creativity to make original films and not rely on sequels. It's genius!
Huh?
Here, just watch the video. Is it on? Oh, okay. This is Mike Wazowski here, testing out my creativity monster repellent. I've entered one of the Pixar animators' houses to test out my invention and show you all that my spray can prevent those pesky monsters from stealing our employees' creativity juices at night. Once I enter this bedroom, I will spray the monster with my repellent and it will run away in agonizing pain. Ready?
1, 2, 3. Monster be gone!
So, as you can see, the repellent was very effective in scaring off the monster. Now, who's ready to save our company with this baby?
That is the worst idea I've ever heard.
All you need is a bit of magic. I mean, the magic that was Pixar. It's about telling great stories with memorable characters, that are truly, deeply entertaining for the audience. They're funny, they have heart, they move you. That's a great animated film. Even as others gradually caught up with Pixar's visual artistry, the studio continued to tell stories of unparalleled depth and sophistication. Pixar's signature achievement was to perfect a kind of crossover animated cinema that appealed equally to kids and adults. The key was managing to tell two stories at once, constructing a straightforward children's story atop a more complex moral and narrative and architecture. Up, for example, took a relatively conventional boy's adventure tale and harnessed it to a moving, thoroughly grown-up story of loss, grief, and renewal.
We need small teams of passionate creators
In order to develop touching and transcending stories. It almost sounds cliche, but outstanding creative work takes time. When creatives bump up against deadlines, they either rise to the occasion or fall apart. We live in a very time-sensitive world. If the objective of a creative person is anything other than bringing to life something that did not exist before, then their compass is probably off. And with the corporate culture at Disney, that requires a faster turnaround for films. We need our creative people to get together, spend more time at Monsters University, at Pixar's University, and learn new techniques so they can bring the stories to life.
Yeah, I agree with Mickey. We just need to have our animators spend more time at Pixar University to restore their creativity, not some magical monster spray. Next.
Next up is Sheriff Woody, the star of the Toy Story franchise. He's the rootiest, tootiest, and most well-loved toy around. And today, he has a plan for how to turn the company around.
Howdy partners, Nora Wazowski over here. I have a better idea on how to save Pixar. We all know that I'm the most important and famous star of all Pixar movies. So I think it's only right that I'm the one to turn this horse around and save the day.
What is your idea?
Well partner, based on my research, I found that Pixar was a privately owned company before becoming part of Disney. Due to this, all our reports are private and confidential. So, we know that each of our movies were very successful. All of our films released to date as of 2012 have ended up among the top animated films of all time based on worldwide box office revenue in millions of US dollars. The original deal made between Pixar and Disney was $26 million for 3 films. You know, the first one being Toy Story grossed $362 million worldwide in box office revenues. Which led Steve Jobs, over here, to a week later take Pixar public on the NYSE. Pixar completed the 3-film deal with A Bug's Life and Toy Story 2. The success of these films made it clear that this was a relationship that could work. This led to the acquisition of Pixar by Disney in 2006 for a hefty sum of $7.4 billion. When Pixar was acquired by Disney, they had $1 billion in cash and investments and no debt. So obviously, since Toy Story is what led to you taking Pixar public, and since both my first and second films were part of the 3-movie deal with Disney and led to the acquisition, obviously this sheriff is going to save the day again.
Yeah, it was all you.
Okay, so you say you're going to save the company, but how?
I know the last couple of sequels that y'all have done haven't done so well. Cars 2. But everyone and their buddy knows that my movies have done rootin' tootin' fantastic.
Didn't you know that Monsters University made $744 million?
Look here, partner. This town ain't big enough for the two of us, so sit down and be quiet. As I was saying, since my movies made the most money, especially my sequels, we should continue to do Toy Story movies. They would make tons of money. We could even do spin-offs starring me. The public loves me. I'm their favorite deputy. Just look.
Woody!
Woody!
Sign my autograph! Sign my autograph! Me first! Me first! Woody, I love you! Oh my god!
See, they love me. We would make tons of money, and boy howdy would we save this company. What do you think? We doing this thing or what?
You don't think this would actually save Pixar, do you? We need something more concrete that would allow us to figure out what people actually want to see. We need to do more marketing research. This will tell us which sequels are actually worth pursuing. Don't you guys agree? Marketing research will enable us to reach out to our audience and give us input in what our target audience wants to see. We can analyze our psychographics, which will tell us people's motivations for watching the films.
Last in the tank is Mr. Incredible. On the surface, he's just a boring office worker who hates his job, struggles with anger management, and lies to his wife. At night, he transforms into a superhero with super strength and durability. He has a solution that he hopes will send the sharks into a frenzy.
And who would you be? I do not recall seeing you before.
Yeah, who are you?
Do you have a secret identity?
Of course I have a secret identity. I don't know a single superhero who doesn't. Who wants the pressure of being super all the time? It's showtime! Mr. Incredible is here not to fear. I know we are facing threats that could hinder the success and growth of Pixar, but we have answers. As far as suppliers and buyers, we have the upper hand and should not be afraid of those bad guys. Pixar is a company that is very technology rich, and when it comes to engineering and human resources, the company has very talented employees who work for them. Pixar is a very self-dependent company which reduces the bargaining power of its suppliers. When it comes to Pixar, their customers have low to moderate bargaining power. Pixar has a huge fan base who continue to support every film the company releases. Very few companies can replicate what Pixar does, leading to high revenue for the company. Due to these factors, customers have low bargaining power. Threat of new entrants and threat of substitutes. What a joke! My nemesis DreamWorks, 20th Century Fox and Jim Henson company, they must be waiting for something amazing, like a miracle. But I'm Mr. Incredible and I report for duty here at Pixar. Because our incredible Pixar is a company that is entirely based on technology and talent, any new entrant will not only need to heavily invest in human resources and modern technology, but also improve its marketing efforts and increase its network's distributors. Therefore, it will be difficult for companies to match the budget Pixar has been able to spend within its departments. Hiring skilled and experienced professionals and pay them is also an area that requires major investment and efforts. Hiring employees who possess the skills needed will not only be cheap and will require major investments. It takes time for a company to build a sustainable competitive advantage, so the threat of new entrants are considered moderate. Pixar is very unique when it comes to their quality and the technology that they use, which leads to their customers eagerly awaiting their new movies. Due to this, other brands cannot easily create a substitute product. Substitute movies are inferior, lower quality, and weaker. The movie industry is running under oligopoly. It means that this industry is dominated by few companies, so that the competition level is very intense. In order to enhance the competitiveness, companies always think about how to increase the movie quality, attractiveness, new interesting story, or even lovely character. Disney has already acquired many of the industry's competitors, reducing the rivalry for Pixar. The only competitors that remain the industry as rival are DreamWorks Animation, the Jim Henson Company, and 20th Century Fox. Overall, the industry rivalry for Pixar is high, and their competitors are ready to take the lead when Pixar makes a mistake. If Pixar fails, customers may choose to watch another company's movie. Maybe we should destroy our enemies once and for all.
So what you're saying is we should physically kill off all of our competitors?
Yes. We need to demolish them. I see now that it is the only way our company can maintain our top position.
So what I think Pixar needs to do is get back to their roots and create original movies that made them so popular in the past. When they make a new movie with a brand new storyline, it drives people to the theaters because Pixar's originals give people entertainment like no other animated films can. Therefore, we need to stop worrying so much about speeding production and instead focus on our core competency, which is creating high quality films. As I've always said, one home run is better than two doubles.
So, congratulations! Although none of your ideas are viable, they did help us come up with our own solutions. I think you guys should just stick to being movie stars.
Aw man, there goes my only chance of starting my own business.
You mean I don't get to crush our enemies' heads in?
Well, that's just rootin' tootin' fantastic. Let's go, guys. We don't need them.